Now, Andy Cattrall is one of the few presenters not to have made it into the 1993 bloopers tape. Can you believe it takes almost 12 months to make 15 minutes of watchable television? For your delectation and delight, here once again are the bloopers of '93. Every year at Christmas, a television company gets together all the bits that went wrong. They're called bloopers, and this year on WMTV is no exception. Now, what could be easier, for example, than asking a presenter to look at the camera and walk through a door?
Well, you're not even recording, I was doing mine.
I am recording.
Where's the red light then?
Well, it must be switched off.
Tracy, we're off to Wards 4 to get some dedications. How many dedications do you tend to get every time you...
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
See what I mean? It isn't that easy, is it? But it's not always the presenters that get it wrong. Occasionally, it's the cameramen or the director. Cue police file.
Back to Nick now, who's going to give advice on motorway driving. Nick. Thank you, Nick.
If you'd like to get in on the action, it's the 27th of December, the 6-mile SGT Cliveden cross-country race, an annual event. It's being held at the Cherry Orchard Memorial Ground in Burnham. Call 0753 647 339.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't say that we talk a lot of nonsense. You may disagree, but occasionally it comes out all wrong. It's called gibberish.
Blah, blah, blah.
And what?
What's cold, wet and manky? Rugby is cold, wet and manky. I'm very cold and wet at the moment and getting quite manky.
Right. That's it. Go on. Up, 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 up. Never mind. Go on. Up, 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 up. Wrong way, wrong way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Woo! Thank you.
I'm Tony O'Rourke and I'll be looking at the Windsor and Maidenhead District... Sorry, just a moment, sorry.
No, it's gone. Sorry. You're right, it was a load of gibberish. It's good gibberish, but it was gibberish.
I haven't been so cold since the day we went to see the I haven't been so cold since the day we went to see the rugby people. This week we're in Burnham, in Buckinghamshire, talking to the Burnham joggers.
Hello and welcome to Scene on 7. It's enough to make you cry, isn't it? We work with a dedicated bunch of professionals, directors and cameramen, but they play tricks on us throughout the year as presenters. That is, to leave the camera running when you're rehearsing. In other words, when you don't know the camera's on, the camera is in fact on, very much so. Are you terrified by live television?
I can't smile anymore because of my gap in my teeth.
God help us for the Christmas tape.
What am I going to say? What am I going to say? Oh my God, what am I going to say?
What did I say? Privates, Penzance, privates. I was going to say the privates or the members of the service. Only for the late night show. You're still recording this, aren't you? Merry Christmas.
Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, lost myself there. I'm making this up as I go along, you see.
Here is WMTV. Right.
Yeah!
Now do one without the half of the people.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you got your thingies on your ears.
This is a raspberry.
Shiny nose. A bit more.
A bit more.
Pucker up. Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you've got your thing on the microphone.
Yes, I've slipped,
if it's not on, it's not on, you know.
I've slipped my rubber device over the end of my long, thin implement.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Because that's a sign of the times.
Piers is just, go away!
Oh, don't, for God's sake, no more shadows under the eyes like the last one. Black teeth and shadows. So, Sarah, tell us about that's what I had the last time I did a TV. Completely black teeth. Awful.
The programme is called Scene on 7, yeah? And we're an insert in Scene on 7, being on the Grapevine. So join us later on Scene on 7 for
Oh,
On the Grapevine.
in the wrong place.
Yeah?
Right,
Sorry,
cool.
well, it's our fault for not explaining that to you.
Right.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, Tony O'Rourke into Terry Thingy. Now, what's Terry Thingy doing this week?
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Scene on 7.
Actually, Lisa is the youngest presenter we have, and she's probably the most professional out of all of us. Of course, all this gibberish and nonsense and clowning around in front of the cameras all pales into insignificance when you're interviewing celebrities or indeed members of the great British public. Excuse me, would you like to say... Oh, excuse me. Happy Christmas to you as well.
Yes. You have before you Len Goodman, one of the world's most famous dance teachers. I'm just standing here now. I'm a little bit chilly round the willy because I must be honest about Slough Community Centre. I'd like to take this opportunity of saying it is the coldest place on earth.
Coming up later on Scene on 7, Simon Brandt is out and about, and he'll be speaking to Wayne Dobson.
Do you mean now?
No, later.
Sorry.
Okay, once more, a little bit more snappy.
Yeah. I thought it was my own finger for a minute. I thought, hang on a minute.
Obviously, you never know what the British public are going to say to you, or, for that matter, anyone that you might be interviewing. Now, the first rule for any presenter is do not repeat yourself and always remember your lines.
Hello, I'm Simon. I'll be coming up later with On the Grapevine, your guide to what's on in the WMTV... Oh, God. Hello, I'm Simon. I'll be bringing you On the Grapevine, your guide to what's on in the WM... Hello, I'm Simon. I'll be bringing you On the Grapevine, your guide to what's on in the W... Hello, I'm... Who am I?
There's a horrible wet nanking.
Remembrance Sunday is this weekend, and I make no apologies for occluding this Oh, God, it's not occluding, it's including, you silly. This is the 75th commemoration of the armistice, and 12 million people lost their lives across Europe during the 1914-18, no. Over 40 million poppies are worn each year, and 100,000 poppy wreaths, as well as 350,000 remembrance crosses, all made in Richmond in Surrey,